Hello, everyone. I don't know truly how much time I am allowed to speak according to my phone because I'm trying to clear up some space. My memory is pretty much done, and I needed to do some clearing already. And this is really, oh my god, I had so many things happening. I'm almost done with my whole um, preparing myself to move. I found a fake ring in in all of my stuff in my drawers, and I cleared up every single drawers, everything, wardrobe, everything. It's just a lot of memories, a lot of things, and everything is perfectly synchronistic. The the amount of synchronicities that I'm going through and experiencing is hilarious. Not ridiculous in a bad way. It's more like hilarious. It's beyond it's beyond the human mental calculations that we are capable to to do, to understand, and even overstand things that are unfolding in the physical reality, because everything is spiritual and then it's going to be materialized in the physical. Everything is after that. Everything is non-physical and it's becoming physical, and that the whole creation process is the manifestation process, the co-creation process, while it is coming throughout time and playing out within the karmic balances that needs to play out at all times between the divine feminine aspects of creation and the divine masculine aspects of creation. And that's how co-creation is actually a relationship, not a relationship as between the female and the male human beings, okay? But it's a spiritual connection, the spiritual relation, the spiritual connectedness, physically expressed, and the physical expression of this connection, the communion, the communing with the God and Goddess aspects of self. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Mind blowing. My mind actually got blown. Let me tell you, this the awakening symptoms for the past few days were skyrocketing for me. I had so much. I feel like I'm going through a proper flu. The amount of DNA upgrades, the amount of adjusting within my body, within my physical body, my mental body, the emotional body, and the spiritual body, of course. That is absolutely on the high, and everything is processing now really heavily. So now you probably have the same experience, or at least really similar, according to the collective unfolding. you, you, we need to talk about grief. It's high time to talk about grief. My father come to me in the dream realm. My it's not my an ex is coming through in the dream realm. It's actually an ancient ex that um, that didn't manifest in this physical realm uh, in its fullness, and I'm really happy for that. I have to say, I'm really happy for that. That I actually cut it short enough, and I chose back at that time that I learn the lessons and go deep into my being alone, without the help of that person. I'm really grateful for that, and I'm really happy for myself, because if I let that person to come in, I would have to go through the same um, terrible collective experiences that actually the collective went through, because I didn't give it a chance, and that was a protection for me. And we all know the theme. We already know all the history. We already know, especially from the collective channelings and the collective readings. Everyone knows what I'm talking about. Everyone knows what was going down, and everyone knows what the whole thing is. So much karma. It created so much karma, and it created so much collective karma that we actually dealing with, and it created just so much unnecessary delusional things in the, at least in the spiritual, emotional and mental realms, even if it didn't create anything in the physical, because there are the luckier people like me who cut this thing really short, and we didn't allow that to happen to us directly, just indirect ways. And I really do need to talk about this, because pretty much everyone on earth, on a global scale, and this is really serious. This is really serious, guys, because everyone globally grieving the narcissist now. Everyone is grieving the narcissist now. All types of narcissism, starting with the covert narcissist to the malignant and the what hierarchy we actually within our human conceptualized reality and understanding of our world, we created these labels and definitions and names and hierarchies of these simply just extremely traumatized soul beings who embodied the human experience in this lifetime. Let's just be really clear with our words and just use it as we should, as it's originally intended. I'm really careful with the words, and I'm not blaming. I have no intentions and I have no mindsets of such. I'm not voting in any shape or form to play into the previous and the prior lower level of consciousness definitions of this simply just divine feminine and divine masculine dynamic, because in a toxic form, because that's not what really happened. We know about many coaches, and I'm talking about them with the highest regard, with the highest compassion, and with the highest respect of their professional achievements and successes that they created. But just for the sake of the truth that needs to be spoken, and probably at this level humanity is opening up to the sheer acknowledgement of looking at the empath narcissist dynamic from a higher level of perspective, and stop linking the dynamic with the victor and victim dynamic, because it's all just our traumatized mindset that wants to define and seek for some sort of justice in itself, that we would like to call things how we emotionally affected, and by that emotional affectedness we would call and label people as we usually do. But this is not the ultimate truth. This is not God, Goddess truth. So I'm not validating this in any shape or form. And everything that I tell you about, it's only reflecting the pure experience the purity and the sheerness, the divinely intended experience and dynamic that I've been through. Indirectly, directly, doesn't matter. It's actually almost the same, especially when you are highly realized and awakened human spiritual being, human god goddess being. I have so much to tell you that at this point I don't even know where to venture with my words, because humanity globally is prepared to not just purge but to grieve this whole victor victim dynamic, with all of its historical weight and debris that we gathered globally, and in all systems that we conceptualized and built so far in human history. I hope you are grasping the this experience and the totality. It's not an Armageddon type of experience, is the totality of what we so far ever built as the human race needs to be completely, like, it's a weeding season. You're pulling the weed out with literally with the root, as long the root is, doesn't matter how long the root is, it needs to be removed from the ground completely. And this is potentially an extremely painful process, because we've been prepared, at least the chosen ones, who I'm talking to. We've been prepared prior, before this whole process can unfold in the final stage of manifestation, aka the physical realm, the physical manifested reality, where everything is played out by the divine, by God and Goddess, through our vessels and all other physical vessel that we manifest and co-create with the divine. And that's why we had to learn unlearn, to create from the limited mind space, and to link the mind space and align the mind space with the heart space, because the shortest distance between 2 points, mathematics, is the straight line. It's a straight line, meaning alignment between the mind space and the heart space.